Good evening. This is All India Radio. I am Valsa Williams and with me is Renuka with the evening news. The headlines. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hails vaccinators and healthcare workers for achieving 200 crore vaccine dose landmark. Prime Minister interacts with the Indian contingent for the upcoming Commonwealth Games 2022 in Birmingham. Counting of votes for presidential election to be taken up tomorrow. Both houses of parliament adjourned for the third consecutive day following continued opposition protests over price rise and other issues. Supreme Court accepts the Bhatia Commission report paving the way for reservation for OBCs in local body elections in Maharashtra. Chief Minister Eknath Shinde welcomes the decision. Jammu District Administration makes face mask compulsory at all public places in view of increasing number of cases. Kerala government releases standard operating procedure to deal with monkeypox cases. Ranil Wickremesinghe elected as the new president of Sri Lanka. Rishi Sunak tops the fourth round of voting for UK's Prime Minister. And in badminton, P. Kashyap and three other Indian shuttlers enter the second round of Taipei Open Super 300 tournament. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has lauded the collective efforts of scientists, doctors and nurses in powering India's vaccination drive. Responding to a congratulatory tweet by eminent philanthropist Bill Gates, Mr. Modi said India's vaccination drive is big on speed and scale and has been powered by a collective effort. He added that the people of India have shown remarkable faith in science and taken their doses in a timely manner. Congratulating Mr. Modi on the milestone of administering 200 crore vaccinations, Mr. Gates expressed gratitude on the continued partnership with Indian vaccine manufacturers and the Indian government for mitigating the impact of COVID-19. BJP President Jagat Prakash Nadda has said that India crossing the 200 crore milestone in administering vaccination doses against COVID-19 reflects the changing face of the country. Addressing a gathering after interacting with a group of healthcare workers at a vaccination centre in Lady Hardinge Medical College and Hospital in New Delhi, Mr. Nadda asserted that the country had to wait for about 20 years to get vaccines for polio, smallpox and other diseases. He said with the vision of Prime Minister Narendra Modi, the country got not just one but two vaccines against COVID-19. Mr. Nadda said now 75 days for free administration of booster dose will further boost the health shield of people. The BJP president said India will always be indebted to doctors and healthcare workers who served humanity without concerning about their own lives during COVID-19.
In light of rising positive cases of COVID-19 across the Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir, the Jammu District Administration today made the use of mask compulsory at all public places. Our correspondent reports that Jammu Deputy Commissioner Avni Lavasa, in the capacity of chairperson of the District Disaster Management Authority, mandated face masks at public places in Jammu District with immediate effect until further orders. Further, school management, shopping malls, cinema theatres and other complexes were also directed to adhere to the directives. The Union Territory of Jammu and Kashmir yesterday reported 333 positive cases of COVID-19, including 187 cases from Jammu Division and 146 cases from Kashmir Division, taking the total number of positive cases to 4,57,517. Also, one COVID death has been reported from Jammu Division. In Meghalaya, 102 new COVID-19 cases and 16 recoveries were reported in the last 24 hours. The total number of active cases in the state has reached 358, while the number of recovered cases is 92,558. West Garo Hills district has the highest active cases with 170, followed by East Khasi Hills district with 103 cases. A total of 43 COVID patients are hospitalized, out of which 33 are from East Khasi Hills district.
The Kerala government has released the standard operating procedure to deal with monkeypox cases in the state. State Health Minister Veena George said the SOP includes details on collecting samples, isolation and treatment to be followed by all government and private hospitals in the state. Individuals with monkeypox symptoms are to be treated as suspected cases if they have visited the countries with the viral disease outbreak in the past 21 days. Confirmation of monkeypox, however, will be done by a PCR test. Health Department has started monkeypox diagnostic testing at the National Institute of Virology in Alappuzha. The counting of votes for the 16th presidential election will be taken up tomorrow. It will start at 11 a.m. in the Parliament House complex. Our correspondent reports that polling was held at Parliament House and state assemblies across the country on Monday. More in this report.
Over 99% electors' turnout was recorded in the presidential election. 100% voting by MLAs was reported from 11 states and Union Territory of Puducherry. The states are Chhattisgarh, Goa, Gujarat, Himachal Pradesh, Kerala, Karnataka, Madhya Pradesh, Manipur, Mizoram, Sikkim and Tamil Nadu. Former Jharkhand Governor Draupadi Murmu is the NDA candidate for the presidential election. Regional parties including Biju Janata Dal, YSR Congress Party, Janata Dal Secular, Shiromani Akali Dal, AIADMK and Jharkhand Mukti Morcha are supporting Ms. Murmu. Former Union Minister Yashwant Sinha is the opposition candidate for the country's top post. The term of incumbent President Ramnath Kovind will end on 24th of this month. With Anand Kumar, Anupam Mishra, AI News, Delhi.
The opposition's uproar over price rise and GST hike on essential commodities disrupted the proceedings of both houses of the parliament today. The Lok Sabha and the Rajya Sabha were adjourned due to disruptions for a third consecutive day. The opposition members, including those of Congress, DMK and the left parties, trooped into the well of the House demanding a rollback of GST on essential commodities. Speaker Om Birla tried to take up the question hour as opposition members trooped into the well when the lower house met for the day in the morning. Members of the Congress party were seen displaying milk and buttermilk packets as a mark of protest. The speaker appealed to the agitating members to go back to their seats and take part in the discussions. Parliamentary Affairs Minister Prahlad Joshi also appealed to opposition members to allow the proceedings. Amid din, the speaker adjourned the House till 2 p.m. When the House reassembled, similar scenes repeated and the agitating members ignored repeated requests by the chair to go back to their seats, forcing another adjournment. The disruption continued when the House reassembled at 4 p.m., following which the chair adjourned the House for the day. The Rajya Sabha also witnessed adjournments over the opposition's uproar on price rise and GST hike. When the upper house met for the day, opposition members, including those of the Congress, the left, AAP, DMK and TMC repeatedly trooped into the well raising slogans against the government. Some Congress members were seen carrying milk product packets as a mark of protest. Amid din, the chair urged the agitating members to maintain order in the House. The chair also objected to some of the protesting members for video recording inside the House, saying it is against the rules. As the pandemonium continued, the House was adjourned initially for some time and later for the day. The Supreme Court today accepted the report of the Banthia Commission and directed the Maharashtra State Election Commission to hold elections as per the report. This clears the way for the reservation for candidates belonging to other backward classes or OBCs in local body elections in the state. The Apex Court has also asked the state government to take steps towards holding the elections in the state expeditiously. It has been ordered to announce the election schedule in the next 2 weeks. The Jayant Kumar Banthia Commission, in its report, recommended that OBCs should be given up to 27% reservation in local bodies. OBCs will now get 27% political reservation in local self-government elections in the state. The elections to 92 municipal corporations and 4 Nagar Panchayats have been held in the state. The Supreme Court has also instructed the government to announce the detailed program for the election in the next 2 weeks.
Chief Minister of Maharashtra Eknath Shinde today welcomed the Supreme Court accepting the recommendations of the Banthia panel report as a big achievement. Talking to reporters in Mumbai after the Apex Court accepted the recommendations of the Banthia Commission report, Mr. Shinde said that providing political reservation to the OBCs was endorsed by the new coalition government in Maharashtra. He expressed gratitude to the Bhatia Commission for collecting the empirical data required to provide political reservation to the OBCs. Deputy Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis slammed the previous government for not collecting empirical data and failing to complete the triple test as needed to pave the way for the OBC reservation.
Union Minister of State for Home Nityanand Rai has said that the centre has approved the construction of 6,000 transit accommodations for Kashmiri migrant employees engaged or to be engaged in different districts of the Kashmir Valley under the Prime Minister's development package. In a written reply in the Rajya Sabha today, Mr. Rai said the construction of 1,025 units have been completed or substantially completed. He said 1,872 units are at different stages of completion and work on the remaining units have been taken up. Sri Lanka's acting president Ranil Wickremesinghe won a vote in parliament today for the presidency of the country until 2024. Mr. Wickremesinghe takes over former President Gotabaya Rajapaksa, who resigned after fleeing the country last week. He roundly defeated his main rival for the job, Dulles Alhab Perumana, with 134 votes to 82 in a parliamentary vote. Mr. Wickremesinghe faces the task of leading the country out of an economic crisis and restoring order after months of mass protests. His victory means he will serve out the rest of the presidential term until November 2024.
Former Chancellor Rishi Sunak has maintained his lead with 118 votes in the fourth and latest round of voting in the race for the Conservative Party leader and British Prime Minister. He was followed by former Defence Minister Penny Mordaunt, who has 92 votes, Foreign Secretary Liz Truss at 86 votes, and lawmaker Kemi Badenoch at 59 votes. Badenoch was eliminated from the contest. Tory lawmakers will vote again tonight, with the last place challenger eliminated each time. After the fifth round of voting, the race will be taken over by the Conservative Party headquarters to organise hustings in different parts of the UK. The two finalists will go to a runoff vote by all 180,000 members of the Conservative Party, and a winner will be announced on the 5th of September.
You are listening to the Evening News on All India Radio. A reminder of the headlines before we move on. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hails vaccinators and healthcare workers for achieving 200 crore vaccine dose landmark. Prime Minister interacts with the Indian contingent for the upcoming Commonwealth Games 2022 in Birmingham. Counting of votes for presidential election to be taken up tomorrow. Both houses of parliament adjourned for the third consecutive day following continued opposition protests over price rise and other issues. Supreme Court accepts the Bhatia Commission report paving the way for reservation for OBCs in local body elections in Maharashtra. Chief Minister Eknath Shinde welcomes the decision. Jammu District Administration makes face mask compulsory at all public places in view of increasing number of cases. Kerala government releases standard operating procedure to deal with monkeypox cases. Ranil Wickremesinghe elected as the new president of Sri Lanka. Rishi Sunak tops the fourth round of voting for UK's Prime Minister. And in badminton, P. Kashyap and three other Indian shuttlers enter the second round of Taipei Open Super 300 tournament. For quick news updates round the clock, follow us on our Twitter handle @AIR News Alerts.
अपने बिजनेस को बढ़ाने के लिए लीजिए आकाशवाणी का सहयोग और दीजिए उसे बुलंदियों के पंख।
आपका बिजनेस लोकल है या राष्ट्रीय, आकाशवाणी देती है उपभोक्ताओं तक पहुंचने का हर विकल्प।
और अब तो आप घर, दफ्तर या दुकान पर बैठे बैठे कर सकते हैं आकाशवाणी के किसी भी केंद्र के लिए विज्ञापनों की बुकिंग।
आकाशवाणी के विभिन्न चैनलों पर विज्ञापन देना सुलभ और सस्ता।
बुकिंग है तो संपर्क करें 8700014242 पर।
8700014242।
क्या आप वरिष्ठ नागरिक हैं? क्या आपके मन में सेहत, आर्थिक, सामाजिक या भावनात्मक मुद्दों से जुड़ा कोई सवाल है? आकाशवाणी आपके लिए लेकर आया है कार्यक्रम एक कदम और बुजुर्गों के लिए, हर रविवार रात 9:30 बजे FM गोल्ड पर। आप अपने सवाल हमें व्हाट्सएप नंबर 9289094044 पर भेज सकते हैं या इस पते पर ईमेल कर सकते हैं ekqadam@airnews@gmail.com। 24 जुलाई को सुनिए कार्यक्रम का पहला अंक। आपके सवाल हमें 22 जुलाई तक मिल जाने चाहिए।
Welcome back to the evening news. Prime Minister Narendra Modi today wished the Indian contingent the very best for the Commonwealth Games in Birmingham. He expressed confidence that the athletes who are taking part in the Games for the first time will also make a tremendous impact. Interacting with the Indian contingent bound for the Games in Birmingham, Mr. Modi asked the players to play with all their heart.
जो 65 से ज्यादा एथलीट पहली बार इस टूर्नामेंट में हिस्सा ले रहे हैं, मुझे विश्वास है कि वो भी अपनी जबरदस्त छाप छोड़ेंगे। आप लोगों को क्या करना है, कैसे खेलना है, इसके आप एक्सपर्ट हैं। मैं बस यही कहूंगा कि जी भर के खेलिएगा, जमकर खेलिएगा, पूरी ताकत से खेलिएगा और बिना किसी टेंशन से खेलिएगा। और आप लोगों ने वो पुराना डायलॉग सुना होगा, कोई नहीं है टक्कर में, कहां पड़े हो चक्कर में। बस इसी एटीट्यूड को लेकर आपको वहां जाना है, खेलना है।
During his interaction with the athletes, the Prime Minister lauded Salima Tete, a hockey player from Jharkhand, for her performance at the Tokyo Olympics. Para-athlete Sharmila from Haryana recounted the story of her determination to overcome all hurdles to play for the country. Mr. Modi applauded her spirit and perseverance. Badminton player Teresa Jolly from Kerala spoke about how her father motivated her to play the sport.
My father motivated me to play the sport as volleyball and football is more popular in my hometown, but badminton is more convenient to play in that age, at the age of 5. It is good bond with Gayatri. It's create a good combination when we are playing on court. I feel it's very important to keep good bond with our partners.
Achinto Shuli of West Bengal told the Prime Minister how he keeps calm and gains strength for weightlifting training by practicing yoga. Avinash Able highlighted how the army supported him in training for steeplechase. The Prime Minister remarked that the athletes are going to the Commonwealth Games at a time when the country is celebrating 75 years of independence.
इसी अवसर पर आप श्रेष्ठ प्रदर्शन का तोहफा देश को देंगे। आप सभी ने श्रेष्ठ ट्रेनिंग की है, दुनिया की बेहतरीन सुविधाओं के साथ ट्रेनिंग की है। ये समय उस ट्रेनिंग को और अपनी संकल्प शक्ति का समावेश करने का है। बड़े अंतर्राष्ट्रीय मैदान पर उतर रहे हैं, उनसे मैं कहूंगा कि मैदान बदला है, माहौल भी बदला होगा, लेकिन आपका मिजाज नहीं बदला है, आपकी जिद नहीं बदली है। लक्ष्य वही है कि तिरंगे को लहराता देखना है, राष्ट्रगान की धुन को बजते सुनना है।
The Commonwealth Games 2022 are scheduled to be held in Birmingham from the 28th of July till the 8th of August. A total of 215 athletes are participating in 141 events across 19 sporting disciplines. News Services Division of All India Radio is starting Commonwealth Games quiz AIR News in its daily program Sports Scan from tomorrow to highlight India's prospects at the mega sporting event. Listeners can participate in the quiz by answering a simple question in our Sports Scan program between 7:20 to 7:40 p.m. every day. You can send your answers to us on airsportscan@gmail.com. The winner will be selected on the basis of the first correct answer received through email. The name of the winner of the quiz will be announced in next day's Sports Scan program and also in our news bulletins. The name of the winner will be flashed on our Twitter handle at AIR News Alerts. The winner will also be given a jersey of the Indian Commonwealth Games team. Sports Authority of India is the official partner of AIR News for Commonwealth Games quiz.
And now let's listen to our special program, Azadi Ka Safar, highlighting the importance of the day during the freedom struggle.
आजादी का अमृत महोत्सव।
Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. Birth of a nation. India's glorious freedom struggle is one of the greatest struggles the modern world has ever witnessed. AIR News brings you a glimpse of this struggle every day.
वतन पे जो फिदा होगा, अमर वो नौजवान होगा, रहेगी जब तलक दुनिया, ये अफसाना बयां होगा.
The 20th of July is the death anniversary of revolutionary freedom fighter Patukeshwar Dutt. Born on the 18th of November 1910 in Purba Bardhaman district, he was a close associate of freedom fighters Chandrasekhar Azad and Bhagat Singh.
In 1924, Batukeshwar met Bhagat Singh and Chandrasekhar Azad and was motivated to join the Hindustan Republican Association, HRA. It was Batukeshwar Dutt and Bhagat Singh who hurled smoke bombs in the Central Legislative Assembly on 8th of April 1929 in protest against surrender so as to inspire other revolutionaries to contribute towards the Indian freedom struggle. They were sentenced to life imprisonment, and the act shook British colonial roots in Indian soil. While Bhagat Singh was hanged for killing John Saunders, Batukeshwar Dutt was transferred.
As did other Kalapani inmates. He began a hunger strike against the abusive treatment of political prisoners and the discriminatory and inhumane prison conditions. He contracted tuberculosis soon after he was released from prison. However, this could not deter his spirit to fight for the cause of freedom. He actively participated in the Quit India movement led by Gandhiji in 1942.
Dutt outlived all his comrades except Jaydev Kapoor and died 2 hours after the midnight of 20th July 1965 in AIIMS Hospital in Delhi after a long illness. He was cremated in Hussainiwala near Firozpur in Punjab, where the bodies of his companions Bhagat Singh, Shivram Rajguru and Sukhdev Thapar were also cremated many years before. All India Radio News salutes the great Indian. Today, we also remember freedom fighter Girija Shankar Agnihotri, who was born on July the 20th, 1897 in Mandala, Madhya Pradesh. Girija Shankar led the Jungle Satyagraha in Mandala district in 1930, due to which he was imprisoned for a year. In 1934, Mahatma Gandhi came to Mandala and lived in the residence of Girija Shankar and conducted the movement in support of depressed classes in the area. Girija Shankar Agnihotri also played a leading role during the Quit India movement in 1942. After independence, Girija Shankar joined politics and spent his life in public service till his death on the 15th of February 1953. All India Radio News salutes the great Indian. We also remember Ghulam Muhammad, who joined the independence activists during the First War of Independence in 1857 and fought the British on different occasions in the Bombay Presidency. He also offered financial assistance to his fellow rebels and motivated them to attack the British authorities and overthrow their oppressive rule. He was captured by company troops in the course of a confrontation and put on trial for aiding and abetting rebellion against the state. He was sentenced to imprisonment for 10 years with hard labor in irons and transported to the Andaman Islands in March 1859, where he died in cellular jail on the 20th of July 1859.
And that brings us to the end of this episode of Azadi Ka Safar with AIR News. See you in the next episode tomorrow.
अब हर घर की छत पर शान से फहरेगा तिरंगा। गुनगुनाए जाएंगे नव विकास के गीत, आन बान शान का प्रतीक राष्ट्रध्वज तिरंगा। आइए आजादी के अमृत महोत्सव के पावन अवसर पर इस स्वाधीनता दिवस हर घर फहराते हैं तिरंगा और लेते हैं भव्य और सशक्त भारत के निर्माण का संकल्प।
आइए हर घर फहराएं तिरंगा।
News Services Division of All India Radio will bring an exclusive interview with Professor at the Columbia University, renowned economist and former Vice Chairman of Niti Aayog, Arvind Panagria at 9:30 p.m. tonight. Arvind Panagria, who contributed a chapter towards a prosperous India in the book Modi at 20, Dreams Meet Delivery, shared the experience and themes of his chapter in the book with us. The interview can be heard on FM Gold channel and additional frequencies from 9:30 p.m. onwards. This program will also be available on our YouTube channel, News on AIR Official.
On to sports and badminton, the Indian duo of M.R. Arjun and Dhruv Kapila entered the next round in the men's doubles of Taipei Open Super 300 tournament in Taipei today. The duo defeated the Taiwanese pair Lin Yuchie and Su Li Wei. In women's singles, Sri Krishna Priya Kudarvalli lost to Natsuki Nadera of Japan 10-21, 11-21. In another women's singles match, Samia Imad Faruqi beat Kisona Selvadure of Malaysia. In the men's singles encounter, Subankar De lost to Malaysian Liu Junhao. In men's doubles, another Indian duo of Ishan Bhatnagar and Sai Pratik K defeated the Sai duo of Kalumpon, Karen Kitamorn and Tantakorn. Earlier, Parupalli Kashyap, Kiran George, Mithun Manjunath and Priyanshu Rajawat entered the second round of men's singles. They beat their opponents in straight sets. In men's doubles, Indian pairs Krishna Prasad and Vishnuvardhan and V.S. Ravi Krishna and Shankar Prasad Uday Kumar lost to their opponents today, while Smith Toshniwal and Malvika Bansod lost their matches in women's singles. Meanwhile, India's star shuttler Saina Nehwal pulled out from the tournament at the 11th hour, while double Olympic medalist P.V. Sindhu is also not competing.
Today is World Chess Day. The day is observed to mark the establishment of the International Chess Federation in Paris in 1924. On the 12th of December 2019, the UN General Assembly proclaimed the 20th of July as World Chess Day. Chess lovers around the world celebrate their favorite game on this day each year. The Sensex and the Nifty today gained more than 1%. Both indices rose amid positive global cues. The Sensex closed near 55,400 points, while the Nifty reclaimed the 16,500 mark. A report from the business desk.
Sensex climbed by 630 points, 1.15% to end at 55,398, while Nifty surged by 180 points, 1.1% to finish at 16,521. In the foreign market, the rupee weakened by 4 paise against the US dollar. The domestic currency closed at 79 rupees and 99 paise against the American unit. Gold was trading at 50,360 rupees per 10 grams at the multi-commodity exchange for August contracts. Silver was trading at 55,850 rupees per kilogram for September contracts and reports last came in. Arjun Chaudhary for AIR News.
Now, before we end the bulletin, the headlines once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi hails vaccinators and healthcare workers for achieving 200 crore vaccine dose landmark. Prime Minister interacts with Indian contingent for upcoming Commonwealth Games 2022 in Birmingham. Counting of votes for presidential election to be taken up tomorrow. Both houses of parliament adjourned for the third consecutive day following continued opposition protests over price rise and other issues. Supreme Court accepts the Bhatia Commission report paving the way for reservation for OBCs in local body elections in Maharashtra. Chief Minister Eknath Shinde welcomes the decision. Jammu District Administration makes face mask compulsory at all public places in view of increasing number of cases. Kerala government releases standard operating procedure to deal with monkeypox cases. Ranil Wickremesinghe elected as the new president of Sri Lanka. Rishi Sunak tops the fourth round of voting for UK's Prime Minister. And with that, we end the evening news. Good night.
Agnipath scheme that gives a new identity to your ability. Become an Agniveer for Indian Navy.
Hi, this is Pooja. Indian Navy has brought a golden opportunity for the daughters of the country. We have the opportunity to serve the Navy by becoming Agniveer. We can protect the country's maritime borders by being deployed on modern warships. We will have a chance to prove our ability to make a new identity in the society. I have decided that after 4 years, I will opt to continue in the regular cadre of Navy. I will become an Agniveer of Indian Navy. Young, dynamic, motivated, fit and skilled.
Indian Navy, an ocean of opportunities. For details, visit joinindiannavy.gov.in.